doctor by the name of Dagon Gett. His office is on the other side of the market.
Dagon? Oh, that ship just hit into that building. Did you see that?
It might be best if you do the talking.
Somebody's got to close
At
that.
last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Uh-oh, what happened here?
Isabella.
Might not be hers.
You think I don't know what my mother's blood smells like?
I
Get Isabella. Tell her to find Cutter.
That's a pretty normal thing to not know about your mom. Right, chat? Do you all know how your mom's blood smells? I don't.
Are you not attacking him?
Let us test ourselves.
Ooh, the way that bonks. Ugh. Ugh. You hear it like it hits him and it's kind of wet. Oh, good job, guys. Kind of a wet, like. I regret doing that noise. Right? Let's check. Wrong camera. Wrong cameras. There we go. There. Oh, how do I go back? There. Okay, then we'll check the docking camera, and we'll bring her in. We'll bring her.
With the docking camera. All right, here we go. Slow but steady. Come on, girl. Come on.
Yeah, this guy's gross. Look at what is on the back of his head. Oh, why are there 2 sacks on the back of his head? Like I'm not one to body shame ever, right? I don't get down with that. But that's gross. That's disgusting. Ew. Ugh. I'll say goodbye properly. I just gotta move everything back over here. All right. Oh, there goes my keyboard. Sweet. Oh my gosh. Zeke. Zeke. What?
You can't say damn.
Okay. You're right. You're right. I can't say. I should watch my language. Okay, go ahead. Whoa, hang on. Go out while I finish. I'm still streaming. Go out while I finish. Just a few minutes, okay? Like 1 minute. Let me just say goodbye to everybody, okay? I know I told you 2 minutes 9 minutes ago, but I'll be done.
Me. The editing I love to do. I think it's fun. I want to do more of it. But on top of that, you have to have something to edit, right? So learning how to create content and then also editing it, that's a lot of work. So could you potentially find somebody who's really good at making the content and maybe not so good at the editing side of it and partner together with someone like that and kind of see, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be like my own personal growth per se, but it would build me up as an editor, you know? It'd help me gain experience as, you know, editing somebody else's content. But that comes with its own set of challenges and thoughts and caveats and all that kind of stuff. Because then let's say that person's content explodes and is like great, and it's like, man, what if that was mine? You know, what if I'd spent that time on my content?
I ran out of time. I was trying to give him a nice beard, and I ran out of time and I couldn't finish the beard. Sorry, I don't know how that happened.
Like I was saying, great for Lucky J. How's it looking there?
Actually, this time, not so bad. It's almost like I've done this before, and I know what to expect.
Good to hear. I know driving careful can wear on you a little bit.
What?
This is Sour Candy reaching
What?
for a grab bag.
What's happening?
Anyone out there to chat?
What's happening? No!
There she is.
No, what did you do?
Pretend I didn't say anything.
0%? Why, hello there. Good morning, everybody. It is 6 a.m. Central Standard Time on April 9th, 2025. Holy cow, we're here. We made it. We survived. I have a Lutz Magoots mug with me because I'm feeling nostalgic. Good morning, Ursa. How the heck are you? Congratulations, by the way, on the Phantom Menace for the 77th time. Congrats. Let's see, man, I can't believe we started tracking that in 2023, May 19th, 2023, and I have yet to have a major PC malfunction. Why did I say that? It's just in a text file on my computer. Ooh. I shouldn't have said that. Oh no. All right, well, everybody needs to start donating right now for my new computer fund. Because it's over. I ruined it. I broke everything. I'm so sorry. Thank you also for checking in, Ursa. And then we have a check-in from Old School Quarter and Psychomanosis, aka, also known as, did you know that's what that stands for, aka? Stands for also known as. Pretty cool. Reaper. Hi, Reaper. And there's Mez. Thanks for checking in, Mez. How goes things in Australia? In the land down under? Every time I do it, I say I shouldn't do that accent. And yet, every time I think I can do it. I don't know who do I think I am? Who do I think I am? Excuse that last version of what, Bebo? Oh, you mean like the last unhinged weird thing you said? Yeah, we'll excuse it, I guess. Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. I did. I managed to go into work, come home, still be in a relatively good mood, play Baldur's Gate 3 with the friends last night, posted some pictures of my character in the Discord. Where is it? Gaming. Because I got a sweet freaking cape and my guy's looking so cool. Right? I'm impressed you didn't min-max any of your stats. You're impressed that I didn't min-max? I'm not really a min-maxer. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I am playing this game so as on easy mode as possible. I'm playing a fighter, a champion fighter, a high half elf. I'm trying to make it as uncomplicated as possible, and it's working for me. You tanked your fighter's intelligence? Oh, I see what you mean. So yeah, I have it kind of spread out a little more. Yeah. I mean, I have kind of gone a little harder into his strength and constitution, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't want to do anything too what's the word I'm looking for? I wanted the gameplay to be as manageable as possible. Just because I know the complexity of this game and how deep it can get. And I feel like that's every time I've kind of dipped out of D&D style stuff. It's just because there's so much to manage and I can't keep it straight in my brain. So I figured, let me get a playthrough in with the easiest class possible. They're fighter. Here you go. But I've also found there's complexity in it still too, but it's slower. I don't get quite as many new skills and spell. I don't have to manage spells and spell slots and stuff like that. And I'm quite enjoying it. We met a new character last night named Isobel, and let's just say we ended that encounter with a big old fight because I wanted to protect her. And we're going to enter next week's playthrough with probably the biggest fight we've had in the game yet, and I'm so excited. We almost got right into it, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's 11. I got to go to work. I got to go. So we paused it right there. We saved it, and next week we're going to have a huge fight. It's going to be fun.
yeah, I am surprised at how much I like Baldur's Gate 3. I don't think it'd be a game I'd play on my own, but like just this playthrough here has been pretty fun. All right. Anyway, we have another game to play today. We're getting right back into Citizen Sleeper. I'm very interested in how much further this game has to go. I think it's a pretty short game. I noticed on the Xbox page it said that it was only like 6 hours. So I feel like we can probably finish it. If this game was like a 30, 40 hour game, I might kind of consider not finishing it. I don't hate it. It's just kind of, it's a lot of words. It's a lot of reading, you know? I bought Baldur's Gate 3, but it only got as far as the intro. I think for me, it helped to have like people to play it with, right? It's huge. There's so much variance. There's so many different ways to play. It's kind of a forever game in like the best way, not in like a live service way. Yeah, I enjoy it more than I thought I would. I'm glad. Like at first, when we first started playing it, I thought, I'm probably gonna want to quit on this after a couple weeks, and I'm surprised every time we play I have a great time. Like it's so much fun. It is getting hard to like it's getting a little hard to track everything that's happening because so much has been happening, but you bought it maybe a year ago. I was hoping to help me get into D&D stuff, but it's just not my thing. D&D is not my thing either. I have played it before. I've had really good game masters. I have had really good friends who helped me along the way, and at the end of the day, it's just not my thing. However, Baldur's Gate 3, it helps. It helps a lot. Play like an easy class. I think it helps a lot. One piece of advice: talk to as many people as you can, read as many books as you can. There are some extra details and quests that aren't part of the main story, but fun added thing. That's just life advice, right? Here's some life advice for you. Talk to as many people as you can. Read as many books as you can. There are little extra details and quests that aren't part of your main story, but they're really a fun added thing. That's just good life advice. I like that. If I could have a version that was sci-fi or space-based, I would devour a Baldur's Gate 3 style Star Wars game for sure. With the same amount of like variability and stuff. And the same like writing and character acting and narration and yeah. Bogan, hello, good evening. How are you doing? All right. Anyway, I have 3 dice. Back to talking about this game and not the far superior Baldur's Gate 3. If I was gonna play a game with dice and like chance, Baldur's Gate 3 is a pretty good. I don't really like the element of chance and everything. So we did whatever we could to kind of eliminate that as a problem for my character. Like give me high ACs and stuff like that. High chance to hit, high crit chance, things like that. That's helpful because I do not have the best luck with dice rolling. Guess what, Non? What? Chicken butt. Do you guys say that in Australia, or is it just a weird thing to say? Give it some more time, it might open up for me like that. Yeah, and too, if you do have some people who you can play it with, I think even better. Especially somebody who's like experienced in it. That's really helped me. Like the guys I play with like have played several times with several different playthroughs, several different characters. They kind of get where things are, but yet they let me like discover things on my own as well, you know? The company is growing. We have 2 new game devs at the company, and you got more funding. That's awesome. You haven't heard that phrase? I guess it's an American thing. If somebody says like, what's up? You go, chicken butt. That's it. That's as far as the phrase goes. It's not much deeper than that. Okay. Let's see here. I guess we could keep playing here on the hull. We're about halfway through, not bad. 100%, yeah, let's go. That's great. That's gotta be probably the hardest part, right? 50-50. Gonna be the hardest part is getting getting that funding, you know? Let's see, do you have a need for a die of 2? You do, look at you. I gotta figure out what to do with this Haven Age data. Am I just getting all this Haven Age data for like no reason? Should I like be doing something with it? Thank you, Gandalf. Bebo, okay. Good morning, Clumsy. How's it going? Thanks for checking in. Sell components. I don't really have components to sell. I gotta take them to the Tambor, which we learned yesterday is a ship. The Tambor is a ship. I have no dice left. I should probably eat something because otherwise my energy tomorrow is gonna be way too low. I'm considering using a stabilizer so that I can get more dice. Let's see if we can buy one. They're now cheaper, so I might as well get one. Let's get another stabilizer. Okay. And then we'll go back home. We'll use a stabilizer. And then we'll end the cycle. And we'll be fully ready for tomorrow. I've spent the last 12 hours concepting and your brain's fried, huh? It's our second bit of funding. It wasn't as much as the first one, but it's a better deal long term. Nice. Very cool. Okay, we got a scrap freighter which we can use to get some we can get some money that way, so that's nice. What are we waiting on here? Are we waiting on anything? I need to help babysit too, don't I? Where's my babysitting opportunity? Wait, has Feng finished his... Oh, that's right, we finished that. We don't need to babysit anymore. Okay, well, let's go down to the freighter, the hull. Let's throw in our 100% chance stuff. Anything to get the work done. Yep. I mean, that is kind of the reality of like a startup, an early company. It's a lot of work. Lots of work. All right, look at that. It's getting so full. All right. Let's go, and then let's go get some more money, shall we? I don't really want to buy scrap right now, so I don't think I do. But fun work, exactly. If it's something that you're passionate about, all that stuff makes more sense, you know? Start this. Might have pushed my luck too far this time. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Things are really looking up for old Nonder here. We have one more. Boing. We have one more cycle until Ethan's vendetta is charged up. Ethan may be disarmed, but you doubt you've seen the last of him. Oops. Keep hitting escape. I don't know what it is. I just always want to hit escape. All right, that's it. That's all I have to do then. I don't have any more die left. Let's stop the cycle and see what happens. Let's see, we did 3 hours on Saturday. We did an hour on Monday, an hour-ish. We'll just call it an hour on Tuesday. And now today is Wednesday. We gotta be getting close. It says 6 hours. We gotta be getting kind of close to something major here. You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. No? You look at him. He's paler than usual, hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Get lost. Ethan's face drops, along with all the pretense of friendliness. I think you'll want to hear this, sleeper. I think, he says, rapidly shaking his head, you'll really want to hear this. Hear what? Ethan perks up. This is big, really big stuff about you. He seems more jittery than usual, on edge. He's definitely on something. Remember how S&ARP canceled the contract on you? The contract I was gonna collect? Yes, I remember. I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that. Overjoyed? Me? I lost everything. But let's not worry about that. He smiles sarcastically. And so what did you think that was it? And so what did you think? That was it? I was just glad to be done with you. Stay silent. Stay silent. Well, it was, except, Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old S&ARP gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who's even more of a head than yours truly. He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. Who? Ethan grins. That's the question, isn't it? Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues about what went down, and it turns out S&ARP canceled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. All of them. It seems they bought someone in-house. Some guy who did so well in their last contract that they got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently, he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. It was smuggling sleepers out from under S&ARP's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew up the ship. Ethan whistles. They called him Hemwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forget. You mean Winter Light? I'm not going to give him any information. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm your friend. Ethan says, looking you in the eye. And friends help each other out. Get lost, dude. Ethan runs his hands through his greasy hair. Given this new information I brought to light, it seems like you're in need of protection. I'm not paying you for anything. Easy. I'll get to that. He looks down the corridor. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there, the owners. And they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Good. Good. Seems that they are that kind of businessman. He grimaces. I would pay them, but shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Then work it off. You should be glad, the anger rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You are a contract, a name on a list. He kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. I'm sorry for being a and trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours, he sighs. He's apologizing. Do we believe him? Hi, Lars. Good morning. I'm thinking of doing devlogs for YouTube so people can see the idea of it and can follow the game's development. That'd be kind of cool. I would just say you'd probably want to be careful though, right? About like people taking your intellectual property, how much you share versus how much you keep secret, you know? I don't know. Unless you got like patents and stuff on your ideas already. You think I want to go up against this guy? But it would be interesting. I will say, stop. I will be interested in knowing like what that's like. I would watch something like that. All right. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us, he jabs a finger between the two of you. We don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal. He looks at you. I'm not asking for a favor. I want to say no. I want to just say kick rocks, dude. Ethan nods. I'm at the compressor every cycle, working. He pauses. Just think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed S&ARP on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. God, I don't like him. No. How about that? How about no? How about even if this guy comes and kills me, I don't want to work with you. How about that? How about them apples? You ever think about that? You ever think about apples? And how about them? Anyway. Y'all ever think about apples and how about them? All right, let's start this. I have a way of doing that. Nice, but it's still a bit away. That's cool. 50-50. Yes. Oh, it's so close. Do I dare? Come on, come on. Okay, my condition went down, but that's fine. I didn't do it. Oh, dang it. Okay, we leave it for another cycle. We leave it for another cycle. We'll unload some containers instead. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. What about the eye? Do we have any onesies? God, escape is so natural for me to hit. I don't understand why I keep doing it. I'm just gonna leave my hand up here. Yet again, data. All right, leave. All right. What else can I do with Feng? Where is he? I don't show that drive anywhere. Shoot, I gotta wait for him, I guess. I really need to disable the tracker before we leave on this ship. That's kind of my problem, you know? Working the door, taking deliveries, staffing the bar, front work at the compressor is a cocktail of shouted orders, alcohol, and violence. Turns out the compressor's owners are local gangsters. Now Ethan has to work off his debt if he wants to keep breathing. God, I don't care about Ethan at all. Is there an option to just... Gosh, I wish I could... I wish that gun had some bullets in it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna post sneak peeks on my Discord until we have stuff to show as a video. That's cool. Great idea. Let's see. That's everything I can do. I'm all fed up, ready to go. Let's end the cycle. I should probably eat before I start my cycles, but I'm learning. I'm still learning. All right. Just making sure nothing else is like glinting at me. Okay. Let's go down here and finish this. 100% please? Yes, let's go. You could do a thing where like if you needed backers, you could do a thing where if people pay like a monthly fee, they get access to a special part of the Discord that lets you see like sneak peeks, at least, you know, make some money from it. You know, you probably have to have like outside of like your friends and, you know, people who know you and believe in you, you might have to have like a game out or something out before people are like, oh yeah, I want to know what, you know, so-and-so is working on again, you know, but just a thought, an option. Your crew slowly filters out of the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There's excitement in the air. Haven Age just made an announcement. The assembly teams are done. Sat on the locker room bench, you can feel the side reel out there, its hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. Over the past cycles, you've watched it grow, be assembled. You've walked through its veins and welded its bones. Now it's ready for the final stage. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing, checking and rechecking before it's deemed suitable for its generational trip. But for now, your work is done. You can't help but feel proud. A cough interrupts your thoughts. It's Lem, changing out of his work gear. Mina nowhere to be seen. He smiles. She'll be ready soon. Where's Mina? You two are fast friends, huh? She's being watched at home. Now I'm on the work team, I can afford a bit more help. He corrects himself. Was on the work team. I mean, we're all out of a job now. He quickly adds, not that I'm complaining. Lem comes to sit beside you on the bench. She's got to be in her best shape when she carries you, Mina, and me out of here. Gotta take care of the ship. It's owned by me and a few others. I don't think it would be fair. That makes sense, yeah. So confident? Lem smiles apologetically. Why not? I figure I'm due a lucky turn by now. He rubs his hands nervously. No use in wondering what if until the draw anyway. There's a few cycles till then. Ooh, few cycles. Lem is right, but the odds seem unlikely anyway.
How many are working in the shipyard? Hundreds? 1,000? You've certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through. And are the Celis Foundation even going to keep their promise? Out here on the Eye, you get a sense that no one will hold them to it. Why else would they be building the sidereal in a surrogate system? As you think, Lem watches you with a worried look. Tell me about Celis. The Foundation, he thinks? I'm not sure I know much more than you. I hear they have a planet in mind for the sidereal, something temperate and habitable. I think they run by some rich folk from the core. People interested in doing things different. Oh, like Apple? Think differently. Lem looks into space. Well, I guess they don't like the way the core runs things. All these surrogate systems like this one, feeding resources into their silos. It's a pyramid of sorts, and we're at the bottom layer. I guess Celis wants to change that. I'd rather keep my mind on the prize, so to speak. I don't much care for what they're for or against, as long as they help us get out of here. He sighs. Have you been in a thunderstorm sleeper, a real big one? I'm gonna say I don't remember. Lem shoots you a worried look for a moment. Get out of here, bug. He smiles. It's something else, he smiles. The sound, the smell, the rain hammering down, the whole sky stretched out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born, New Pembroke, a dry old dock in the Conway system, had 2 seasons. One of them was as dry as bone, dusty, ugly. The other one was one long storm, a side effect of the terraforming efforts, they said. Rain used to rattle off the roofs like bullets. It washed the dust away, turned the streets to rivers. It'd sing us to sleep and wake us in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. The best day was the one where the first drops fell, he sniffs. Some days I wake up swearing I can hear it again. I get that. Santa's getting Monday'd up? What do you mean, Biba? Santa's getting Monday'd up. He sure is. I was thinking, Mina's never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here, the ring her only horizon, always in the dark. I want to change that for her. You will. Of course. Almost there. Lem stands stretching. This is gonna break my heart, isn't it? Oh God. Best get back to the little one anyway. With the shifts done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for a few cycles. He shoulders his gear. See you in a few for the draw? I'll be there. Right on, he grins. Lem leaves, making you the last person in the cavernous locker room. As you sit, you think about Rain, and a little hope creeps in. Is it possible? Could the sidereal really take you to a planet, a place with weather, with skies, with life? You get up quickly before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon to hope, too dangerous. There's work to be done. And I'm gonna do it, dang it. All right, we're just waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles? That's not a few cycles. That's in fact 6 cycles. What do we got going on with this shipyard? Oh, the sidereal draw happens in 3 days, 3 cycles. That's a few cycles. What was this? Celis are apparently going to start moving the sidereal horizon to the hub soon. Okay, that's 6 cycles. Okay, fair enough. Empty container. What's this? Maywick. Oh, that's the guy coming. I gotta get out of here. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know I could do this. Look at this. I didn't know I could spin it. Yeah, I gotta go. Just on the title for today. There's a lot of reading. I realized that yesterday. I was like, I've read more in this game than I have in a book in all of 2025. All of it. But, you know, I see what it's doing. It's tricking me. It's like a playable graphic novel. All right. I think I might have to open this up. I hate to say it. It's 150 cryo. I might need to open this up because I think I'm kind of tapping out what I can do here, you know? I can make more money here. Do I go ahead and do that and wait until next cycle? Let's see. 50-50. Oof. Woof. All right. Nice. Okay. Maybe we go out here. I gotta know what to do with this Haven Age data. There better be. Gosh, I keep hitting escape. Oh, wait. Whoa. No, okay. I can use this one. See, sometimes if they're within a match here, I can still use it. It just gave me five monies as well, which is nice. And I had a mini nap. Nice. Love a good power nap, they call it. All right, the hunter's getting close. Let's see. 328. You know what? Let's do it. Let's buy her away. We're gonna pay for passage. Surely only have to do that once, right? A heavily tattooed spacer takes your and tells you to prepare. She'll be waiting at the edge for your arrival. Cross to Greenway. Okay. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. You're missing the power in the power nap. Yeah. I've basically done everything but the things on my to-do list today. Oh, dang. I'm exhausted. Exhausted. I feel you. Did more stuff. Hello. You turn to see an unfamiliar spacer laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond. Excuse me? She squints at you, shaking her head before setting off down the corridor. Well, so sorry. I'm sorry for her. A second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission, they shrug. Tell her to be careful. They laugh. Does she look like someone who can be told? Peek. Esh stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she's rushing to. Peek raises their eyebrows at you. Esh, please. Eshy, please. Is it Eshy? You think it's Esh or Eshy? 1 Esh, 2 Eshy. Do you want everyone on this station to hate us? As she hardens. They want to hate us. They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we were lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. A cordon? Pig gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you are talking about. The station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. As she sighs, I'm not saying they're a part of the administration. She jerks her head in your direction, but I am saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. The Briar? I ask a question. That's our ship, Peek explains. Really? Peek, as she rolls her eyes, what are you doing? Peek ignores her. We are with the refugees, the ones Haven Age have cordoned off from entering the station. Oh, as she interrupts, the ones that are being quarantined into makeshift vessels that barely made it onto the Eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Peek sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there, and they turn to Eshy. We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold up a hand to stop Eshy interrupting. But... As she turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping. Well, that's terrible. As she looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Peek, please, as she gathers herself and the supplies. Eshy, we need your help. Just like the refugees needed us, we need others too. They smile at her. Peek turns to you. Come find us. The climbing Briar is docked at the Broken Spoke, past the Greenway in the wastes. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us.
They squeeze your hand. Okay. As she turns to leave and Peak follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, as she shouts back down the corridor, don't bother coming empty-handed. You want help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corner, as she already picking up speed as Peak calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla? Where are they coming from and why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. That's true. That is very true. Let's see. So I can't go back to the other side of the ring without using this button here, which is kind of a shame. I kind of wish I could just like scroll all the way around, you know? But here's the Greenway. The simplest way to explore the Greenway is simply to pick a path and set off on its twisting chambers and passages. This carries obvious risks. Map the pathways rather than simply thrash through the undergrowth. You might sketch a map of the overgrown jungle to try to better navigate its hazards. It's almost like this is where they were growing stuff and it got overgrown because nobody's taking care of it. I don't have any dice right now, so hang on. Work the canteen. Newcomers to the it's a commune, guys, it's a commune. They can work within the canteen, preparing and serving food for those that make the compound their home. We can work the grow beds. They're the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling the lab work. You're divided to assist in maintaining them. Interesting, okay. I don't have any dice, so I'm just kind of looking around. The wastes. Gather scrap. Out here on the edge of the habitable parts of the eye, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still usable and staying safe. Okay. Wow. And climbing briar. Ooh, that's the ship. Welcome to Episode Flux. Episode Flux is the first of 3 episodic updates to Citizen Sleeper, telling the story of the refugees flotilla which arrived at the Eye. All 3 episodes, Flux, Refuge, and Purge, are now available. Completing the supply grills action will begin the episode, but be aware it's intended for late gameplay. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. We don't take kindly to those kind of people here, those darn commies, right? Okay, so this is, that's why it's like an extension of, okay. So this is other game, this is like DLC. Let's go back. That's why they separated it like this, because it's like that's late game stuff. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Ursa, I need the new passport to get into the arsenal by next month. Get into the arsenal by next month? What are you talking about? Do you mean a real passport? Okay, I guess I'll go to sleep. End cycle. Good morning, Ark. How's it going? How you doing? Let's go eat. All right, we love fungus. We're a fungus fan. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's moving. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Okay. Shipyard. We're still waiting for 2 more cycles. God, I wish escape would, oh my gosh. I can't stop hitting escape, guys. No matter what I do, I can't do it. I'm putting my hand away. I don't even need to have a hand on the keyboard. It's all a mouse game. All right. What should I do with these? I can't haul anymore. 2 more cycles before something happens there. Haven Age offices. I can sell them data. Might as well. No one else seemed to want it. I gotta figure out what to do with this. Cache of raw data from Haven Age hardware. I kind of need to know what I'm supposed to do with that because I have so much of it. I was hoping somebody would want to like buy it, you know? I do have some scrap components. I want to keep them for myself. I guess I could play the exchange, huh? Low end. Rabia's office. What does she want? Collecting ties. I don't really want to work with them either, though. Collect ties. Yet again, operates on an in-kind basis. You are told, and ties of goods and services must be collected in exchange for protection. I don't know if I want to be in a gang. Gang? Do I want to be in a gang? I could do this thing, though. Let's leave this. I could do this free spoke thing. Let's see. We got 25% positive, 50 neutral, 25% negative. Nice, okay. Ooh, my energy, my poor energy. Nice, okay. All right, there, spoke climber is done. Let's see what that does. Paz import export. So I can sell a ship mind. I don't have one. I have a fragment. I can buy and sell ship mind and ship mind cores. Says the contract tool will take ship mines, but she reminds you any ship mine from the eye fetches a lower price, 150 cryo. Okay. Paz knows the spacer will take Matasuki out of the Starward belt, but only in bulk. 80 cryo for 3 batches. Okay. Buy a ship mine core. I think I need one. I'm supposed to get access to the Ort Fabricator. Oh, in the Ort Exchange. Maybe I need to go do something there first. All right, so nothing for me to do right there. It was going well. Then someone decided to pick a fight with me. So immediately. So I'm glad to be here instead. What happened, Ark? Why are people just picking? People are on edge, man. It's almost like the economy's crashing or something. I don't know. Okay, if I get 2 more, I get trusted trader. I do happen to have some components that would get me what I need. 12 cryo. Okay, I'm gonna do it then, because I think this will become a trusted trader. Okay. What does that give me to be a trusted trader? Nothing right now? Okay. Okay. Excuse me, let's check the eye. I service a building on a U.S. Army base. Oh, yikes. Okay. You gotta have identification, huh? I guess I know what we gotta do this week. Oh no. Oh good, the hunter's gone. Okay. Phew. Not this week. Tomorrow? We gotta do it right now? Alright, I don't think I can do anything else but eat. Yum, yum, yum. Back rehabilitation is a tie between Zillow Beast and Purgil. Ready then? Alright, leave. And let's end the cycle of violence. These cycle breakers, guys. You know? Break the cycle. The cycle of hate. Ignorance. Alright. Ooh, hello. Ort Fabricator, we got it. Fabricate a ship mine. I need 3. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough, salvaged fragments can be reassembled with a fabricator. I need 2 more. I only have 1. I don't remember where I got that from either. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's eat first. All right, what do we got to work on here? We're close, man. 1 more cycle for the draw.
What can I do? I can't do that, I can't do that. I could buy some more medicine. The low end. Block maintenance. Good way to make friends. Let's do that. Start. Let's make some friends. Let's make some friends. Nice. All right. I'm not going to use any of these guys because this is going to be like, yeah, 50-50 at least. 25-50. You know what? I'll try this one. I'll leave the one low ender. Nice. Okay. Back out here. More Yadigan data that I can sell. I also get more cryo for that. Excellent. Let's go sell this data. I don't really care about Yadigan. Am I supposed to? I mean, I'm hoping that this is the kind of game where I get to actually make like choices of my own, you know? Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Selling. And let's sell one more. I need the money. What can I say? All right. I have 4 keys as well, but I haven't found anywhere I'm supposed to use keys. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, before we check in with that, we're gonna go eat first. And then we're gonna check in with the lottery. Lem and Mina are here. The crowds have already gathered by the time you get to the shipyard, and you recognize faces among them, people you have worked alongside on the side reel. The intervening cycles have turned their excitement to anxiety, and few of them smile at you. Instead, the nervous energy of the crowd fills the space, creating a feedback loop of growing tension. You pick up Lem and Mina and work your way over to them, pushing through the crowd. He silently raises his eyebrows at you, his anxiety obvious, but Mina flashes you a huge smile, unaware of the tension. "Robot," she shouts, reaching out to you. Persephone, thank you for checking in. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Hi, Mina. She waves frantically, grinning. Quite the turnout, huh? Lem glances around, pulling Mina close. I don't think patience is one of this crowd's strengths. The sound of an argument towards the back catches your and Lem's attention. He's putting it lightly. This place seems set to explode. This isn't good. Lem doesn't dare answer, but the look in his eyes suggests he agrees. This is Aster Enghart of the Celis Foundation. The announcement echoes from the speakers at the shipyard entrance, and shouts of "Quiet" rapidly follow. I'm sorry I can't be there to meet you all, and thank you on behalf of Sender Celis for the work you've done on the Sidereal Horizon. Most of the crowd strains to see Aster's face, but the small display shows only a ghostly white figure, smudged and unclear. All right. Sentry wanted me to pass on her personal thanks for your commitment to and belief in the Celis Foundation's mission. We chose the Eye for this project because we knew that we would find like-minded individuals here, especially among the ranks of the venerable Haven Age Association. Unlike most of the Corps, we neither believe Erland's Eye to be a threat or a rogue state, but instead an embryo for the formation of a new, decentralized social structure, one where each citizen might be the master of their own destiny. A ripple of impatience runs through the crowd. They didn't come here for a sermon. You are all pioneers, just like those Corps citizens who the Sidereal Horizon will carry, in cryosleep, to the planet that will become the Foundation's first frontier world, Celis 1. At the mention of the destination world, excited conversations break out among the workers. There, our citizens will be able to create their own innovative, bottom-up economic order, aligned with the principles set down by Sentry Celis herself: freedom, resilience, and self-sustenance. This is all thanks to your tireless efforts in the Haven Age yards. As a reward for those efforts, you may know that we are offering a select group the opportunity to join the caretakers of this vision, the staff of the Sidereal Horizon who will maintain the vessel during its multi-decade transit through interstellar space. Lem turns to you, his eyes bright. This is it. This draw has been performed at random by the central AIs of the Foundation, boo, and is final and binding. Please note, only licensed contractors of the Foundation are eligible for this draw. I know you have all been eagerly awaiting this day, and without further delay... This is what reading does to me, it makes me yawn. I will now read the Celus's identification numbers of those chosen for this great honor. A murmur runs through the crowd. Celus identification numbers, licensed contractors. You've never even heard of the term mentioned. Is this something you were supposed to be assigned? You glance at Lem, but his eyes are fixed forward, wide and shimmering. All around you, people are speaking in hushed tones like a rising wave. Aster starts reading out sequences of numbers and letters. Panic begins to set in. No one seems to know what is happening. Somewhere near the front of the crowd, someone shouts in celebration, and everyone pushes forward. Lem? You turn to see Lem still staring forward. Mina's scared now. As the shouts start, Daddy? Oh God. Oh no! When the red flash happens, you know it's not good. Someone throws something at the entrance and it rattles against the shipyard doors. You see, for the first time, Haven Age security stood on either side, scared, arguing between themselves. You feel the anger rising in the crowd. Lem, let's go. He doesn't move. They might call out names. I can't. Mina tugs at his dog tags. It's not happening. Lem blinks rapidly, then turns to you. He opens and closes his mouth and looks down at Mina. He sees the fear in her eyes and understands it's time to go. You lead Lem and Mina out, shoving people aside. As you do, you hear the sound of scuffles emerging at the front of the crowd, of metal canisters bouncing off the shipyard walls. You keep your head down and walk away, the sound of Aster reading off ciphers, echoing above the chaos like some strange mantra. All you do is just chant the same old mantra, right? That's a song. Anybody know it? Anyone? Axe is Wothless. All right. When you turn to Lem, there are tear tracks running down his cheek, and Mina is sniffling into his jacket. You feel the sadness rising in you too. They screwed you, screwed all of you. You were never even on the list. The feeling is as unpleasant as it is familiar. You stare ahead into the tunnel as the security sirens sound off, a signal for the coming violence. Oh boy, run. Drive failed. We failed a drive. You didn't win a Sidereal ticket. The draw didn't go your way. In fact, you never had a chance. Son of a... Lem and Mina's unit. Let's see what's going on here. There's a note on the door of the unit. Sleeper, gone to find work. Lem. Ugh. What is this? Ooh, food? Noodle manufacturer. Minji has a kelp stack in the basement. He keeps noodles from the seaweed. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does a shift. Interesting. Okay. Delivering noodles to the nameless units at the low end takes guts and a certain fearlessness when it comes to asking for tips. Okay, interesting. Another way to make some money. Tambor Tea House. You've heard that the Yadigan Enforcer based here has been paying low-end residents for information on Haven Age movements. Guys, I got 12 of those. Let's go. You feel stupid for doing this, but the Penguin says, take me to the Tambor, and this is the only Tambor you can find. I thought we found out the Tambor was a ship. Is it a bar? Oh, look at this. Oh, look at all this. All this money I'm gonna get. Oh, it's so it's so beautiful. I knew I'd been getting these for a reason. I'm just pitting them against each other for money, and I don't even care. I've been selling both Yadigan and Haven Age data, and I don't even care. Should I save some just in case? I don't know why I would save any, but it might.
Yeah, just take it all. Take it all, I don't care. Gimme. Gimme. I'm addicted. Yes. I wish you could do this. I wish you didn't have to do this one at a time. Beautiful. There we go. We'll see. We'll see. All right, and then yeah, we'll put the Feng's gum box and see what happens. Feng outcome? Question mark. All right. Oh, something happened. As you go to leave the Tambor tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper. Feng hisses from behind you. How did you find me? It's Feng. The penguin. Penguin, what do you... He thinks for a second. Oh, do you mean he mimes throwing gum in his mouth? That wasn't meant for you specifically, but he cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Feng guides you down the set of stairs to one of Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces bustily off the metal walls. Oh, busily. Why did I say bustily? Hi, Coleman. Thanks for checking in. Why did I say that? I meant busily, not bustily. Why would I say... Why? There's no proof that I said that. That's not what I said. You know, they bounce off like how things bounce off a bus. 149 times checking in. Coleman, you're a legend. Feng sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer, though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvage tanker container, lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Haven Age types? They don't usually come out this far. Only you. Ha! Not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Hardin has someone's ear. But he grins. Doesn't bother me, though. It shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks up a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Look at the menu. Feng is right, the menu's ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out. But the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal specialty. A tea house that serves barely any tea. Non, what did I do? What now? What now, Ursa? Are you mad about the bustily? I misspoke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Good morning. Good morning. You know, I am who I am. So you ran into Hardin. Was he ticked? Feng doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlen would approve of his meritocracy. I know meritocracy. Meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Haven Age was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. Griot. Neat. Giroli? Gear? I don't even know how to say that. Feng taps the table to order the same. And you? She begins, looking to Feng. But when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Feng shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift. You work here? Feng waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Nod, I guess? Feng also starts nodding. 2 minutes, she says Jenna, pointing at Feng. And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is, she gestures at the table and walks off. Am I not going to get my drink now? Because of Feng? Feng? Hi, Knick. Is your name Nick too? You could be Nick Knock. Not that you have to dox yourself, obviously. I know you meant to say knock. I'm just being funny. Trying to. What? Feng stretches out in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in. This is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember the web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are all his collaborators, and if we want to understand what the Solheim executive might be up to on the Eye, those are the people we have to find. Feng is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end, and well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they're marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. What? Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With two of us, we can cover more ground. What am I getting myself into? I've returned with some coffee. Excellent. Kofefi. Some Kofefi? I have some coffee too in a limited edition Lutz Magoots mug. It's one-sided. Limited edition. It's a collector's item now. Nah, it's okay. I knew that. I knew it wasn't Nick. I just thought it was funny. All right. Well, Feng has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people in the residence as possible. And as it turns out, my friend Minji needs some help with deliveries. As in Minji Express, I was already going to do that. You already know him. Perfect. Feng places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. All you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Minji, and soon enough, we'll have the place covered. Feng, don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We're in this together, right? Sure. Okay then, Feng slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head up to Minji Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it down here to me. They have me on double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past carrying a tray of drinks and sharply catches Feng's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we call this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe, Feng adds, before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Like that. Okay. So, I was gonna do some of this anyway, so this makes sense. Let's go. Ooh. Deliver noodles to half the low end before you can get a proper fix. Okay. Nice, nice. Roll the dice 3 times. Nice, nice. We did it. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go back out to the Eye now too, and get more data. Yes, yes. Yet again, agents. Let's go. Mine is in discontinued Arc OS V1 mug. Oh, nice. Version 1. Anything else here? Nothing else. Well, there's a couple else, but I don't have any more dye left. Man, so much stuff is happening right now. But I don't think I need to do anything else. I think we're done. We're done here. A comment on a 7.5 hour video about Castlevania. This is more work than Konami has put into Castlevania in 10 years. Did you leave that comment, or is that somebody else? All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go buy another stabilizer. First we're gonna eat. Always eat. Oh, the Stream Element store, which SE decided they weren't doing anymore. Probably not a lot of people used it, huh? The overhead was probably rough for them. Let's see. You. Yet again, dispensary. Let's go get our drugs, boys. And then I just gotta remember to use one before we leave. Let's see. Now, you like data, don't you? Have some data. I know a lot of folks who used it, but they partnered up with Fourth Wall. Oh, okay. So Fourth Wall kind of took over that segment. That's what I use, is Fourth Wall. Let's see. Oops. Oops. That's not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit Minji. Minji. Ooh, this is risky. Okay. Okay. 50-50. Do it. Run it back.
My luck is turning.
Everything's coming up yonder. Why did I say that? Feng, Sleeper, you see Feng come up the corridor as you step out of Minji's, the kelp noodle smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously. I don't have long. Take these. He's still on his shift. Feng palms you a couple of those metal thumbnail-sized drives. Ripper worms. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. It seems your delivery shifts have turned up our 2 targets. He squeezes your shoulder. I knew you could do it. Now we nail those snakes. What do we do? Hardin's boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. You break the access protocols on both of them, and you should be able to get the location of the nearest network ports. Slot the Ripper worms in those ports, 1 each, and they'll feed me anything and everything stored on Hardin's shadow network. He smiles. Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there. You hear the scuff of boots as a group comes up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with the Minji. You turn for a second, and when you look back, Feng is already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand in farewell and is gone. You run your fingers over the tiny Ripperworm drives in your pocket and smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Feng for this little excursion. Time to slot some worms. And I'm all out of worms. I'd like to no, that's no. 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 This is not a Spooky Deer stream. This is a pre-work coffee hour. This is wholesome. Ascend to the hub. Really? Oh, sick. Oh, sick. Look at that. Sick. Wait, what is this? The hub, the station's main dock. Spacer socializing. The hub is thronging with spacers from across the surrogate systems. They can be a prickly bunch, but they know the place well. The stacked bay house a flow of incoming and outgoing ships. The digital manifest will help you get your head around this place. Wow. Descend. That's all that's up here, huh? Just that for right now, anyway. Whoa, that is sick, though. Look at that. Look at how I can go all the way around the ring now. That is so cool. All right. Descend. Speaking of wholesome, do you know why Princess Leia wears her hair up so high? So it doesn't hang so low. I like that. I like that. I like that one. Art, thanks for checking in, buddy. I see how it is here today. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it do be sometimes. I love it. Thank you, Knock Knock.
Intelligent life anywhere.
Anywhere. No signs of intelligent life anywhere. What happened in BG3 yesterday? We went through, I'm trying to remember the name of the place. We're heading to the, the towers. What is it called? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick because I wanna get it right. All roads are leading us to this place, the Moonrise Towers. We're headed there, and we stopped at that little Traveler's Rest or Traveler's Light or whatever place. Yeah, Moonrise Towers. And literally everything we're like talking to people, and they're like, you got to go to the Moonrise Towers. You got to go to the Moonrise Towers. Everything's leading us there. And then we met a new friend, who I was kind of taken with a little bit. Isobel. And in my haste to protect her, I triggered probably the biggest fight we've had yet. We literally had to scroll through the initiative tracker. And that's where we had to leave it though, because it was already 11. I do not want an Isabel spoiler, but thank you. But I was very impressed, let's just say. I don't want to know la. Actually, no, I will not spoil Isabel. Okay, good. I forgot what kind of player you are. Yeah, brand new. Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a hard fight. So Draco was like, let's hold off on this till next week. Do you want to say? Well, I think if I had said no, let's do it, he probably wouldn't like, let's go. But he was like, we might want to wait. And he was right. All right, leave. Let's see. Excuse me, let's see here. Is there anything else I can do today? I used all of my stuff for that. Excuse me, okay, no, I'm gonna end this cycle. How did you make it to the inn? I have, well, we all had torches and stuff, but I have Lathander's light, which is very helpful in that dark area. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, I love that, which just so happens that my god is Lathander as well. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of fitting with my character. It was pretty cool. Well, I will have to say when it comes to that, Lars, the guys are really trying to make sure that I like make most of the decisions. But sometimes they gently push me in a direction of like, hey, so if we go this way, you might be able to have a kind of a cool mace that you might like. They didn't tell me anything else. Like, you might like it, or we could go around this way. And so they kind of sometimes gently like push me like, this might be a good place to go, without ever telling me, without ever telling me like, you need to go do this. They let me experience it myself. And so that's kind of nice. And then sometimes when I make a decision, they're like, do you want to know what would happen if you made a different decision? I'm like, yes, because I'm probably not going to play it again. This feels like a one and done kind of thing for me. I should have used the stabilizer last night. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to use it before I end my next shift then. Or my next cycle, rather. Okay, we can scrap freight. We can do some of that. Let's see. But yeah, it's been a lot more. Every time I play now, I'm just like, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. It's fun. Let's see, what should I do with all of this? All this stuff. Do I want more money? I got some really good dice here. These are some very good dice. Okay, if I buy scrap for 20, there's another place that would buy it from me. I don't remember how much they paid. So if I buy it for 20, can I sell it for more? Because then that would be worth it, right? Ascend the car. What about this place? Buy a shipmine core for 300, but man, that's a lot. My friend Noop is playing, so she can say she finished the game. She usually doesn't want spoilers. That's why I was confused. Usually does want spoilerinos. Last time I started a BG3 campaign, I played a rogue so I could execute Asterion without talking to him. Nice. Love the voice actor, hate the character. I'm not too fond of that character either, to be honest. I don't like hate him, but I'm just kind of like, okay, dude, like, not everything is about you, He's just like, but I have to have blood. Okay, dude, keep it in your pants, All right, what am I doing? One more cycle for the horizon to move. I guess it seems like a waste to just make a couple cryo. These are these are so good. Hang on, let's go back out. Let's see, we're supposed to put some ripper worms in out here somewhere. Right? Ooh, I wonder, hold on. I wonder. Let's ascend to the hub. Aha. Key node 422. This node is barely visible, just an access key left on some forgotten desk in a sealed Solheim office. No, I can either do a 4 or a 3, and I have neither. Dang it. This node is connected to a remote array, and it buzzes as it picks up the drive signatures passing. Here we go. Bypassing, extracting. Woo, 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 woo. My friend also murdered Asterion, and she's been keeping his corpse in a barrel in the camp chest. Jeez, that's dark. Alongside several others. I can't with the Asterion hate. It's fine, you know? Just, you know, including the one parents. Jeez. People keep going, oh, but you just need to get to know him more. And I'm like, sure, but he has to make me want to get to know him more. Yeah. His storyline is so compact or like disjointed from the rest that it doesn't feel as bad skipping the story. I think we're kind of skipping around his story too. Or so I'm not judging, but I'm curious, why do you like him? Is it just because he's a sexy vampire, or which is also valid too, right? We're doing who are we bringing? What's her name? Horned Demon Lady. Why can't I remember her name? Somebody's probably gonna say it before I can even Google it. Karlach Mama. Yes, there you go. Yeah, Karlach's kind of like our main character we're bringing with us. She hits hard. I wonder who actually wants to go start my car payment. Is about to say, huh? Yep, you're right. Huh? Wait, what did that do? It says working? Oh, these are just, I just have to unlock these. Okay, I get you, I understand. Working. Boom, one encrypted key. Oh no, he's coming for me. Oh no, killer. The cloud. In the data, ghost of the eye. A glint, like a life traveling along the edge of the wave, fills your eyes. Oh geez. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets, slipping towards you in silence. You freeze, hoping it will pass you by, hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears, slides past you. Almost. Ow. It nicks you, grazes you. You're desperate to cry out, to call out, but you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. Then the blade winks into the dark and you are alone again. Now you cry out. And I wish that matched. Darn it. Okay. Let's see. I do have some stuff here I could do. Spacer socialization. Sure, let's do this. Why not? Weightless Wander. We got +2 on that. Nice. All right, let's go back down. Wait, go back. What was, oh no, never mind. I was like, what was that eye icon? One day I'm gonna play as Karlach and romance Will, because that's like my OTP. Will is pretty interesting too. I also find, what's the name of the guy? What's the name of the guy with, I'm so bad with names, who like eats artifacts? I find his character to be interesting as well. Okay, we're done here. I should have eaten before we started all that, but let's just do it now. Gale. Yeah, I think he's interesting. That's all I mean. We haven't taken him with us like at all, but I think his story is kind of interesting. I don't like Gale. He's so hung up on his ex. I guess I don't know who his ex is. All right, we're gonna use the stabilizer. And cycle. Here we go. We got about 9 minutes left in the morning, guys. He also can't take an effing no? Really? Is it be like that with Gale? I just think his story is kind of interesting. That's all. That's all I know. If you don't know who his ex is, you've barely spoken to him. We kind of have barely spoken to him, if I'm being honest. Spoken to Karlach a lot. Lem and Mina are ready. There's no answer when you buzz Lem's unit, but the door is open. You push the door open to find Mina sitting in the middle of the floor playing with Bun Bun. Alone? Hi, Mina. Hi, robot, says Mina sullenly, waving Bun Bun's paw without looking up. Where's Daddy? Mina doesn't respond. She walks Bun Bun across the floor, narrating quietly to herself. Oh, God. You look around the unit. It's a mess. Dishes and glasses on the side. Some of Mina's clothes piled up in a corner. Mina is sitting by her bag, which is spilled out across the floor, her drawing slate cracked and dark. Let's play with Mina. You sit down beside Mina, and she turns away, taking Bun Bun with her. Oh no, what's wrong? After a little while, she turns back, and you play together. She insists you both Bun Bun on a... She insists you both Bun Bun on a trip away, dragging the stuffed rabbit across the counters and surfaces. You just started to look at fixing Mina's cracked slate when Lem enters. Sleeper, what are you? He pauses and looks from you and Mina back again. Never mind. He drops a bag by the door and slumps onto the couch. Where were you? Lem ignores your question, asking one of his own instead. What are you doing here? Mina's not supposed to let anyone in. He glances at her disapprovingly, but she shoots back her own angry look. Look, now's not a good time. What happened? What happened? We messed up, that's what happened. We put our hopes in someone else's stupid scheme. He pinches the bridge of his nose. You understand they never put us on the list, right? I've been all around the rim looking for work, and I've run into more than a few from the crews. It turns out only longtime Haven Age members were issued those Celis ID numbers. They never planned to consider us. That's scummy, man. It's scummy. Either we barely spoke to him, or I don't remember. He's like, let me show you a cool magic trick one moment, and then he's like, we're going to coitus now. Whoa. And gets sad when you refuse. Ugh. He's one of those guys. Bro, all I did was grudgingly feed that jerk some magic items, and he wanted to bang, and I'm over here like, dude, I spoke to you exactly 3 times. He's the epitome of the but I thought we had something guy. Yeah, I guess I don't know a lot about him at all. I hate that kind where, like, if he gets rejected, he's all sullen, like, fine then. I guess I'm just not good enough. Because true, you know. All right. Haven Age say they didn't know that's what they were going to use to make the draw, and who knows, maybe Celis is pulling the wool over their eyes. But what does it matter? All those hours in the yards for hand-to-mouth wage and nothing else. He slams his hand down on the sofa. That can't be it. Well, it is. He looks at the open door again. They're moving the side reel up the hub now, you know, he says without meeting your eye. That's where it'll depart from. They're bringing the ship with all their cryosleep pioneers and transferring them up there in microgravity before loading the crew. We could sneak aboard or steal a ticket. I don't like either of those options. We're gonna get caught. Holy cow, I'm so sorry. 15 minutes ago, we had a check-in from Aaron the Gamer, and I don't think I got that one. I'm pretty sure I said hello to Knock Knock, though. Aaron the Gamer, I'm so sorry. How did that happen? I feel like I blinked and 15 minutes of my life is just gone. What happened? Ambs, thank you for checking in as well. How you doing? Knock Knock, you gotta head out. Prison awaits. I'm so sorry. Good luck. Sure, we had something. I had disdain for you, and you had a torch for your ex, as well as an effing god complex. He's honestly a book nerd who glowed up, got the cheerleaders' attention, and can't let go. Oh no. Checking in, but I need to shower. Been a busy morning. No worries.
Hold up, I'm a book nerd who, well, I didn't glow up or get the cheerleader. Guess I'm just a book nerd. Anyway, continue. Hey, that sounds relatable. Wait. They're moving the side row up the hub. We could sneak aboard? You think they're just gonna let people on board? The security they'll have has to be impossible. I agree. He looks over at Mina. Look, we'll be fine. We always have been. I just need a little time, he sighs. We had our hearts set on that trip is all. Mina comes up and climbs into his lap. He smiles. I'm not giving up. Good for you. You get yourself on that ship. I won't stop you. Lem strokes Mina's hair. Look, you want to go to the hub and ask around, be my guest. I can't get up there with Mina down here, and I'm sure the side row will bring in a crowd. Be careful. This kind of thing always attracts scammers and thieves. You find a way on board, you take it. You need help to get there, ask me. But for now, me and Meanie are sticking to the eye. She looks up at him and smiles. Thanks, Lem. No thank you, Sleeper, for coming by. You stand to leave and Mina grabs your hand, eager to give you one more smile. And then you are out, back on the walkways of the low end, already thinking of plans to make this right. Whew, woof, right? Let's go. Summoning Jordan from the way around, which I hate IT without thinking the same time. Right. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I haven't seen you, but I bet you did glow up. I bet. If anything, I gained 50 pounds and start going outside, so that sounds familiar, Ark. From 2020, yeah. Judging by chats and Twitchverse, I'd say you're amazing. I think so too. Sorry, my face and my keyboard got acquainted. You facepalm your keyboard? To be fair, outdoors is overrated, other than, you know, the critical vitamin D. Yeah. Otherwise, everything's trying to kill you. Here's the dock. Scout the dock. Loaded and prepared among the commotion. Is it possible to find a way on board? I mean, I don't really want to sneak on, per se. Hold on. Let's see. The lounge. Let's talk on the... Oh, look at that lounge. That's cool. It spins. It's a gimbal lounge. Buy a spacer meal. The gimbal sells itself on its spinning sphere where it claims to produce therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't, but they sell food. Okay. Interesting. The hub. Let's do this one. Also, spring sucks. I like spring more than summer, but yeah, fair enough. 50-50. Nice, we did it. We completed Weightless Wanderer. Aha, Bliss, a ship mechanic. Oh, look at this. Look at them. No way, Mortiz. You take those substandard filters back to the heels who sold you them. You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass, and moments later, someone who you assume is Mortiz drifts out with it, dragging a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey, you out there, the same voice echoes out of the entrance. Looking for work? Yes? I just need a hand. Get in here. The voice is coming from someone shorter than you'd expected. She is floating in the microgravity of the docking bay beside a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it may have exploded at some point. She points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that. Just help me with the casing. Yeah, help her. All right, then. She definitely moves around the unit, making space for you beside the central seam in the dented case. Just take a grip here and lift out and up, then I can get in and unbolt it. She whacks the unit with the wrench. Whole thing is twisted to You dig your fingers under the casing and lift it away, the metal squealing from the force. She puts her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts, catching them in her other hand when they spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering a little in the way of an explanation. What do you do here? Repairs, fit-ups, teardowns. Bliss starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quick by the bigger bays. So here I am, trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelancer tugs. Small-time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a rib pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish.
We turn stuff around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing in the unit, and Bliss quietens it with a precise whack. Whack. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm almost out of luck. Offer to help? Appreciate it. Let me finish before you jump, though. Okay. She keeps working, twisting aside pipes with care. There we are. Bliss pulls her hand from deep inside the unit and comes out clutching a lumpen cube scorched black. I get that from a bottle. True. Oh yeah. I go outside when I have to or when I don't want to pay the delivery fees at Taco Bell. Yeah. Man, that adds up after a while, buddy. Also, my dumb butt decided to clean my brother's room for money yesterday, and I regret everything. So much cat fur. Ugh. Yeah, I like Bliss so far, too. This thing must have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side. You both duck down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound. Its edges fringed with more scorch marks. Grab me a replacement converter from the racks, will you? You kick off from the unit and drift over to the wall racks where a catalog of parts sits secured in clamps. Colored tape and scrawled notes flutter across the wall, a complex organizational system of Bliss's own design. Or just a big mess. You try to pick out the right part. She wanted a converter? M2? You grab the part and push back to the unit. Bliss holds out the arm as you pass over. The converter spinning gently as it leaves your hand. Perfect, you passed. Hey, I did it. She straightens up from the unit. That is, if you want to work here. Sure. Bliss rubs her hands clean, looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. My partner skipped out on me and left me with a whole mess. You seem like you might at least be better at spotting a clean air filter than Mort is. Happy to. Wait, she frowns at the racks. That's not all of it. My old business partner, they rinsed the place, emptied the accounts. To bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits, bring in parts, pay tug fees. For that, we need, sorry, it's all the letters in that word are silent. We need, see? Can't even say it. Come on, it's not like that. We'd be partners, straight split. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into the distance. I guess I look pretty stupid. Here I am asking any random passerby to be my business partner. No offense, she manages a smile. I get it. Thanks, she meets your eye. I appreciate it. Bliss goes back to working on the unit. Look, it's no pressure. You find the money, or you find someone who has, or you just forget the whole thing. Up to you. She gestures for you to help her refit the casing. You both slot it back into place. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now, but if you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into. Wouldn't it be something to sink our teeth into? Either way, something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear Bliss as you glide down the passageway. Mortis, I swear to God, if those filters aren't clean, you smile. Seems like this could be interesting. Well, there we go. We met somebody new. We met Bliss at Bliss's Bay. Let's go. How do we go? How do we go back? Back down. There we go. All right. Well, you might have noticed it is time for me to go. When was our last save? 17 seconds ago. Good enough. Good enough. It is time for me to leave. I must be like a leaf on the wind and go. I know you all would love for me to go even longer. But I gotta get my day going. You know, just quit and stream full time. Yeah. So far I have not found any generous benefactor who would be willing to supplement my entire income from my full-time job to just stream. I haven't found that yet. You guys are great. You're so helpful, and you fund my hobbies, but that's all it can be currently. So if you know somebody who's looking to just waste money, like, let me know. Let me know. I'll take it. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it. Not telling us we'll never be more than casual. No. I didn't say like a friend, a good person, a friend. I meant just like somebody who wants to waste money. I don't think that's anybody here. I hope you're not wasting money. I hope you don't think you're wasting money.
Right? Right? Have a good day, Mez. See you later. My arm is like all marked up. Ever since those spider bites, they're healing a little bit. You see them right there? I scratched them too much. This is where my desk, I put my arm down on my desk like this. That's what that is. Just look like I'm rough right now. If y'all hear about any Glucose Guardians looking for a robot, send them my way. Glucose Guardians. I regularly waste money on delivery fees. Yeah, it's rough, man. It's hard. I shouldn't do it as much as we do. And we've cut back quite a bit. We've cut back quite a bit recently. We probably do like delivery stuff like once a week now. And even then, we do Wingstop on Wednesdays. And on Wednesdays, they have free delivery. So I don't feel bad about it. Otherwise, we've really been trying. And it does save a lot of money once you stop doing that. Start cooking at home more, you know. I hope you have a good day too, Ursa. We'll never be more than friends. Imagine knowing how to cook. It's not that hard. Yeah, like it's hard to be like a 5-star restaurant, Michelin starred, but like if you can follow directions, you could cook, you know. You try to stick to once a week. I think that's a good rule. I think that's a decent rule. You will save a lot of money. I can make hot dogs in the microwave. You know what I think you should do, Ark? I think you should try. Sometimes that's all it takes. No, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. I say it's easy, but like it's a lot of like work and a lot of prep and a lot of cleanup, and those things suck. Right? Those things do not rock. Make some quesadillas. Yeah, throw some chicken in there, get some protein. You don't even know how to cook if you have an Instapot, throw it all in and let it cook, or just a regular old crock pot too. Yeah. You can do some good stuff with a crock pot, right, Mrs. Nonder? Mrs. Nonder makes the most amazing crock pot meals. We have some beans and sausage. What would you call that? That stuff you made the other day that's currently still in our fridge because I need to eat the leftovers. I can't use a crock pot. The smell drives me nuts. It does sometimes for Mrs. Nonder too. Thank you for checking in, by the way. I'm just about to end. We're just shooting the you know? But yeah, sometimes the smell drives her nuts as well. Hi, I'm late or early. You're a little late, but you're up early, but you're late for the stream, you know. Frijoles charros, sausage and beans. That's pretty much what it is, right? What do you call it? It's really good. It's really good. And it did smell, the house smelled like beans and sausage all day. Cheese fries. Ooh, burritos, tacos. Ooh, I do love a good burrito. You know what I need to do? I need to take some of those beans, put it into like a low carb tortilla, put a little cheese in it, and then put that in the air fryer for a little while. Red beans and rice without the rice. Is that because we forgot to? So she made it and she was like, okay, when you're ready for it, you know, just stir it up, mash it up a little bit, and then it's ready to serve. And then I thought, wait, is this supposed to have rice? And I was like, did she make rice? And I was like, oh, she didn't make rice. Okay, I guess I just thought we just ate it without rice because I didn't know. I wasn't sure. I was like, wait. Is this supposed to be right? Was this supposed to be with rice? I fail at using a rice cooker. And you have a rice cooker. Yeah. I think you'd be surprised with yourself. It is, again, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of like cleanup and stuff like that. And also Mrs. Nonder does the majority of the cooking. So I guess I shouldn't talk, you know. It's usually more than sausage and beans are basically the most important parts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, we got a sex robot. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. Ban. There you go. Ba-bum. How do I just delete the message though? Oh, you did it. Oh, you clicked it just as I clicked it, Lars. Good job. Good job. All right, everybody. Let's go take a look.
and see what's going on here today. You know, I don't have my normal list of people here. Is it cool with you all if I just go ahead and let you go today? I need to start branching out a little bit, I think, with our raid targets, but it's so easy when it's like Lutz Magoots or Lars. I can just like send you and go. But like I should probably just try like branching out and meeting new people. You know, ugh, gross, right? I want a good Japanese rice cooker because you can cook the entire meal in it with the rice. Interesting. We need to start making our rice with bone broth too. I hear that that's really good. You could raid the ducks. Oh yeah, the little ducky streams. That's fun. That's fun. Hi, Banj. Speaking of Banj, what's up, buddy? I was wondering if you were going to be live. Are you streaming this morning or this whatever time zone you're in? Happy time zone? I was looking through my list. I thought Banj is probably streaming. And then I was like, wait a minute. Banj goes and gets a job and then it's just like, forget streaming. I'm not going to do it anymore. You can't make me. I'm sure that's not how it went. I'll be live as soon as my PC stops updating. Excellent. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. If you want a place to hang out, definitely go over to Banj Games. If you're not already following Banj Games, please go over there and do that, okay? Animal streams are chill. I do like the ducks. The ducks are great. Thank you for the shout out. Appreciate that. Or any other of the number of friends who might be streaming at some point throughout the day, you know? It's fun. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful day today. I just have one last thing to tell you. Another day, another dollar, and another rhyme, another dime from Amazon Prime. I'm workshopping it. It's almost there. It's almost there, okay? All right, everybody. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same non. Bye.